It figures to be a wet one, but we'll have baseball for you on MLB Network nonetheless. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Boston Red Sox and the Baltimore Orioles. Number 59 makes his big league debut right after this. Brandon Bailey, the native of Colorado, gets the start on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, Matt, the first thing we're going to find out is how well this guy pitches with little sleep. I can't imagine knowing that you're going to be the next day starting pitcher the night before. This is a young guy making his first start. Listen, you can only make your debut one time, so there has to be lots going on in this guy's mind. Hopefully he can settle down early and pitch well in his debut.
Coming to the plate now, Larry Bird. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that'll get on by into center field for a leadoff single.
Nice piece of hitting right there. When you're facing a young blood on the mound, young starting pitcher, you want to get him into the stretch as quick as possible. You want to see how he handles the moment, see if maybe you can run on him. A lot of things going to open up with this next at bat.
Into the box, Alex Verdugo. Strike called, now the throw down. And he can't hold on to the throw as it short hops him and eats him up.
Well, I think he's making it pretty obvious why he's batting leadoff, isn't he? Works his way on base to start the game, and then does even better by swiping second to put himself into scoring position. He's trying to make an impact from the get-go in this one.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career major league strikeout.
Well, Matt, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to end up being a solid one. All the best pitchers at this level have at least one pitch that they can go into in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out.
Nice two-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
So now to the plate, Ted Williams. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
Looked like he might have got squeezed a little bit right there, and you know he's talking to himself in his head about it. That kind of stuff goes both ways, though. Hitters get their fair share of crummy calls going against them, too.
So 2 on with 2 away, and that'll bring up the former MVP second baseman Dustin Pedroia. Ready with the 2-1. Now both runners are breaking. That's a strike to throw down. Not in time. And how about that for daring? It's a 2-out double steal.
That's not easy to do. To steal third off a catcher that has an elite arm like this. Great base running there.
Bird at third. Williams on at second with 2 down. Struck him out, so they work out of the jam as he strands 2 men in scoring position. Boston strands a couple. Sox nothing. O's coming to bat. You're watching MLB Network. Manuel Diaz gets the call for game 1 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season. And I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that. And hopefully he gets off to a good start. And we'll see if that starts in this one today.
So digging in now, Mason Williams. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. 1-2. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Batting second, the left fielder, Felix P.A.
At the plate, Felix P.A. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Looking up is Williams. Into the bleachers and gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Second home run early in the year. As the O's are on the board first, it's 1-0. And we'll employ the use of our show track technology to get a better idea of that home run. And you see it there, 111 miles an hour off the bat. He certainly squared that one up well. In now, number 8. And a full count now, 3-2. And set up behind the plate, Rusty Valentine, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew for this one.
Dan, Rusty Valentine behind the dish tonight. He is north-south without question, letters to knees.
Well, I tell you what, he really favors a power pitcher. If you can consistently pitch at about the chest level and above, he'll call that high strike zone. I think he's a very friendly pitcher's umpire.
The next 3-2. Now a bouncing ball hit to Pedroia at second. He's got it. And there's out number 2.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, Eddie Murray.
Now batting, Eddie Murray, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. 2 out, nobody on. Liner towards second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Second inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Well, Matt, the grounds crew members that I talked to prior to the game said the weather we're experiencing right now is expected to move on as the game progresses. They said they'll put extra effort into keeping the field dry until this rain dies down. But despite it being a little wet at the moment, we should get this one in uninterrupted.
Let's hope, Heidi, for all of our sake, that Mother Nature takes that front and passes it through without an incident. Here's another 2-2. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
That was a good job there of using the batter's aggressiveness against him. He was putting up a good fight and fouling a lot of balls off. So as a pitcher, it's a great idea to expand the zone even more and make the hitter really chase after something that's even hard to foul off.
Standing in now, Rafael Devers. On a line, that's a base hit.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
Stepping in now, Andrew Benintendi. Swung on and driven to right, and no doubt about it. Into the flag court and gone. Andrew Benintendi, a 2-run shot. First home run of the campaign for him, and the Red Sox move in front. It's 2-1.
And as we take another look at that one on Show Track, the story behind that home run was speed, and the speed with which it was launched off the bat. Didn't have a ton of height on it, but 113 miles an hour, an impressive exit velocity.
Into the box now, Christian Vasquez. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Williams is there, 2 gone.
The batter, the center fielder, Larry Bird.
Now at the plate, Larry Bird. He reached on a single in his first try. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This one's down to third. Robinson has it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So the Red Sox strike for 2 on the 2-run homer. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's a 2-1 Boston advantage. Standing in, Brooks Robinson, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second. Hit hard on the ground to second. There is Pedroia, and that's out number 1.
Batting fifth, the second baseman, Ryan Roberts.
Striding in, Brian Roberts. The 1-1 is taken for strike 2.
Count is 1 and 2.
The 1-2.
2-2 count.
Knuckleball, and he can't pull the trigger. It's a called strike 3 for out number 2.
Batting seventh,
Into the box, J.R. House. He'll get to take his first cuts here. 2 out, nobody on. This one's down to third. Devers has it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. Our score remains 2-1. Digging in, Manuel Diaz, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Hit sharply on the ground. And that is through into right, and not what you want to do on the mound as he allows the opposing pitcher to reach to lead off the inning.
the first baseman, number 34, David Ortiz.
Throw over to the bag. A dive, but he's back. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. Into the box, David Ortiz. A pitch out, the throw, and it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
I'm not sure what else the defense could have done there. They pitched out and the throw was pretty good, but they still couldn't cut him down. You kind of just have to hope he gets a bad jump.
And the 2-1. Runner's on his way to third. In there, now the throw. And he nails him at third. Great throw.
This steal attempt just doesn't make any sense to me. He's trying to get to third with no outs, but they already had a good RBI guy at the plate. He's more than capable of driving him in from second, so the risk of going for third just wasn't worth it.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. High in the air out towards shallow right. Tiffy will wait on it. And there's the second out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 9, Ted Williams.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ted Williams. He drew a base on balls his first time up. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Red Sox go down quietly. They still lead it 2-1. Leading off the inning, Rafael Palmeiro, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Three-two pitch. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
In now, Terry Tiffy, runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry, and if you don't have a good feel in that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
Nobody out, runner on first. Fouled off. They'll try again, 1-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
So now to the plate, Mason Williams. Their count now at 2-2. Runner at first here, 1 man out. A full count now for the Orioles center fielder.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Ready now with the payoff pitch. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
To the plate now, Felix Hie, and this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Striding in once again, number 8, 0 for 1 here in the early going. Two men are on with 2 men out. 2-1.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
Not a good spot to be in right now. Pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Welcome back to Baltimore as we send you down to check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already. And he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Here's a shot to left field and deep. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo home run off the bat of Dustin Pedroia. 4th home run here in the early going. And the Red Sox have taken a 3-1 lead.
That wasn't a particularly deep home run by today's standards, but it certainly did scream out of the park in a hurry. You see there on show track an impressive 112 miles an hour off the bat.
In now, Xander Bogaerts. 1-2 to the Boston shortstop.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. House gathers, and he makes the throw to first. Bogaerts is retired, and there's 1 away. So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that brings up the third baseman, Rafael Devers. Lined into right, a base hit.
Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will, and show track tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by.
Stepping in now, Andrew Benintendi. All even now, 2-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And a fastball flew it right by him, and they're 2 down. Into the box now, Christian Vasquez comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 1-1 makes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike 2.
Ooh, wait, that was an ugly swing. I'm sure he's not going to watch that one on replay after the game.
Into center field, line drive, base hit. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. Standing in now, Larry Bird. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Red Sox strike for a run thanks to the Dustin Pedroia blast. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 3-1 Boston. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Leading off the inning, Eddie Murray, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Oh, got him swinging with the palm ball there, and that's the first out.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire, but what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
Into the box, Brian Roberts. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with 1 away.
And things are not looking good here in the 4th inning. That's the second walk of the frame. Good time for the catcher to go out to the mound and have a chat with this guy to give him a little breather.
Stepping in, J.R. House. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit hard towards center. And that's in there. Base hit. Murray rounds the corner and is headed home. Safe at the plate. And the deficit is down to only 1 now.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Rafael Palmeiro.
Into the box now, Rafael Palmeiro. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind in the count. 1 and 2, you're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good, hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
So now to the plate, Terry Tiffy. Sliced hard but foul. Look out over there. He's set. The 2-2. And he struck him out. His 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Orioles settle for 1. We played 4 full. It's the Red Sox 3 and the Orioles 2. Plate, Manuel Diaz. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, he showed like a little prowess with the bat right there, Dan. I'd be surprised if they don't attack him a little bit more carefully this AB.
Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it. So that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front. Really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
To the plate now, David Ortiz. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. The 3-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. The next 3-2. And a pitch down that swung on and sent to second base. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
The right fielder.
Good pitch right there to run the 2-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball is the result.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Ted Williams. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They're up 3-2. Set now for the bottom of the fifth. Back to the top of the Oriole lineup now, and stepping in, Mason Williams. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in the at-bat.
3-2, full count. High and deep down the left field line. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. On the ground for the shortstop, Bogarts. Scooped up, and that's the first out.
Now batting, the left fielder, Felix Pie.
Ready once again, Felix Pie. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. And that gets through for a one-out base hit.
Up next for the Orioles, the shortstop, Cal Jr.
Settling in now, number 8. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Here's the 2-1. A ground ball to third, and they could get 2. And there are 2 away now.
The first baseman, number 33, Eddie Murray.
Digging in once again, Eddie Murray, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Orioles leave 1. They trail 3-2. Sean Armstrong takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 43, Sean Armstrong.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. He'll lead it off for the Red Sox here in their half of the 6th.
Yeah, man, this guy flexed his muscles in that last at-bat. We heard that he has good power. That last bomb had to go well over 400 feet. He hit it a long way.
Shot back up the middle. And Pedroia's got himself a base hit. So it's a leadoff base hit to start the Red Sox half of the inning.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, are you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Roll. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out swinging the bat.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Xander Bogaerts goes down to become the first out in the 6th inning. Stepping in now, Rafael Devers. Hard hit ball to second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Striding into the box, Brooks Robinson. No hits to this point. The 1-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Williams is there. And that's the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 1, second baseman, Brian Roberts.
So stepping in, Brian Roberts. It was a walk in his last trip. A 1-1. Sinks below the knees, taken for a ball.
You know, what I'm seeing here is a reluctance to throw the fastball. It's like he feels he can't throw the ball right by him right now.
The 2-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Of course, there was a fastball.
3-2's our score here in inning number 6. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now. And I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Standing in now, J.R. House. 2-2.
Well, he snapped that breaking ball off really nice. He'll do well to keep putting it there.
And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Orioles. Still a 3-2 ball game. Jim Johnson will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far.
Jim Johnson.
And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. The 1-2. Swing and a miss got him reaching. House has it. And the throw is there to record the first out.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
One man is out in the Red Sox 7th. And from the on-deck circle into the batter's box comes Christian Vasquez. A bouncer to the left side. He's right there. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting, the center fielder, Larry Bird.
So the Red Sox lineup turns over, and to the plate, Larry Bird. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A solo shot here to left. First home run of the campaign for him. And it moves the Red Sox out to a 4-2 lead. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the 4th to leave the yard so far.
Matty V, this is just one of those days where the ball seems to be flying, D-Row. The hitter's on point. The pitchers aren't making very good pitches.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's all about executing pitches, and they're not doing it today. They're leaving a lot of balls over the heart of the plate. And this offense, both offenses are taking advantage.
The 1-2. Liner toward right center. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night.
Hey, we came into this one wondering how he was going to throw on the mound. That all goes out the window. He just mixed in his second knock of the game. He's going to be smiling for a while on this.
Now a move over to first, and he just manages to get his hand in.
4 runs, 10 hits,
and no errors for the Red Sox to this point, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Into the box, David Ortiz, drilled right back up the middle, and that's through for a hit. The relay, and he is out on the tag.
Ladies and gentlemen,
the Red Sox do pick up a run on the solo shot. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's now 4-2 Boston. Leading off the inning, Rafael Palmeiro, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. This one's down to third. Oh, what a play! The throw to first. It's in time. And that's a huge play to keep the leadoff man off base.
Great reactions on that one, and a good job to get down on the ground in time to smother it. Still had to get up and make a throw, and of course, he did that too.
Stepping up to the plate, Terry Tiffy. Swung on and missed. That strike 2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. 7th inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
Yet another strikeout for him on the mound. And fellas, this has been one of his favorite victims tonight. That's the 3rd time he sent him packing. So he's got him pretty well figured out. Not that the rest of this lineup has been much better.
In now, Mason Williams. 2 balls and a strike to the Orioles leadoff hitter. To right field and deep. Look at this thing go. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now. It wasn't exactly a majestic home run, but Showtrack tells us here that that ball was absolutely crushed. It left the bat at an incredible 116 miles an hour. Into the box now, Felix Hie. Now that ball is smoked, carrying to deep left, and that is off the wall. And hold all tickets now as the tying run gets into scoring position with a 2-out double.
Wow, when I heard that and saw it leave his bat, I thought we were going to be all tied up, but it just didn't have enough to get out of here, so he's going to have to settle for a double. Tying run on second, and now things are officially getting interesting.
Digging in, number 8. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
plain to see right there that the manager's sticking up for his hitter, making sure that that strike zone gets a little bit tighter. It's tough to cover both sides of the plate.
And the catcher grabs it to retire the side. The inning is over. Orioles get a run thanks to the long ball. We'll march on to the 8th. It's now a 4-3 ball game. Tanner Scott has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 66. Tanner.
All set for the start of the inning. Striding in for Boston, Ted Williams. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
And there's a base hit, so a chance to add a little insurance here as the leadoff man is on to start the 8th.
The batter number.
Boy, not the prettiest of swings, D-Roll. That looked a little bit from the Vladimir Guerrero book, but nonetheless, he got the job done.
Yeah, a little choke and poke right there. He flipped the bat out there and was able to find a little empty green grass. Not pretty, but he'll take it.
To the plate now, Dustin Pedroia. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, and Pedroia's got himself a base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Hey, you know it's not a hit and run right there with a 3-2 full count, just putting the runner in motion, but it worked out just the same. Nice base hit right there, and we got first and third.
Stepping up now, Xander Bogaerts. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
And he can't allow the same thing to happen in this situation. This is a big-time spot in this game. He's got to find a way to put the ball in play.
Line toward the alley in left center. Catch is made deep in the alley, and here comes the runner from third. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
Here now is Rafael Devers. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. And they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. Movement in the Orioles bullpen now as they've got a left-hander up and throwing. The 1-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
I think he had his mind made up. He was swinging the bat and trying to protect before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. That pitch wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
At the plate now, Andrew Benintendi. He pulls this one into right, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
Standing in now, Christian Vasquez. Into center field, line drive base hit. Now a long throw home. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Hey, D-Roll, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Paul Fry is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season. Stepping in now, Larry Bird is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. And the runner will score from second. And he's safe.
I
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his third RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Oh, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
At the plate, Manuel Diaz can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Has a look, now the pitch. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series and maybe even the whole week ahead.
A bouncer to the left side. Throw not in time, and he beats it out for his third hit tonight. And the runner from third crosses the plate.
You know, D-Row, it's not very often that pitchers are able to get some base hits. Even though that's an infield knock, he'll take that every day of the week.
Are you kidding me? From a defensive standpoint, this is rock bottom. I mean, the pitcher is beating out infield singles. What else is next?
In now, David Ortiz pitches a cold strike. The throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
You don't see that very often against this guy. This guy has one of the best arms in the game, but still a successful steal of second base.
The 1-2 pitch. And now the runner's trying for third. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. Throw in time, and they stop the bleeding as this side is retired. So this once slim lead is slim no longer as 5 runs come across to score to help build a substantial advantage. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Red Sox 9 and the Orioles 3. At the plate, Eddie Murray. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
The 1-1 home. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. Line drive to center field. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
When you heard the crack of the bat, you just knew that was going to get down for an extra base hit. Great way to start an inning, that's for sure.
Into the box, Brooks Robinson. And there's a called strike at the knees as he was hoping for a base on balls there, but it's a full count now, 3-2. Popped up. Devers is there for it. 1 out.
The batter, number 1, second baseman, Brian Roberts.
Now to the plate, Brian Roberts. He struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. No contact there, and it's 1-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. 1 out and a runner on second base. This is foul right side. Now another 1-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field.
Waiting on it is Benintendi.
And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, catcher, Young House.
At the plate, J.R. House. And he's got another one. 13 strikeouts now, and the inning is over. One left for the Orioles. Still way back. It's 9-3. Digging in and looking for more, Ted Williams. He'll start things off in the top of the ninth as they look for a little insurance. Now the 1-1 pitch. Big swing, but a little dribbler here to the right side of the mound. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
The batter, number 50, second baseman, Justin Pedroia.
Now at the plate, Dustin Pedroia. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first will take care of Pedroia, and there are two away.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's Bogaerts in the air out to deep left field. Gone! It's a solo shot for Xander Bogaerts. First home run of the campaign for him, as this is now a 7-run ball game. Well, that's the 6th home run we've watched leave the yard in this one. Guys, what do you think's behind the hitting we've seen here today?
Dan, although the wind's blowing in right here, these guys are staying on the attack and driving balls out.
You know, one of the things, D-Row, it's psychologically, it always feels better if you're a pitcher to go ahead and attack the zone with the wind blowing in. If you can keep the ball in the big part of the ballpark, you feel like you have a fighting chance, even with the 3, 4, and 5 hitters. Go to the needed order, make them put the ball in play.
The left fielder.
Even though that pitcher was able to execute in off the plate, batter was able to keep his hands inside that baseball and drive it up the middle.
To the plate now, Andrew Benintendi. Now a swing and a deep drive to right. And it's gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. His 2nd home run of the game as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now. This one has turned into a slugfest of Ruthian proportions. 7 combined big flies. You guys remember seeing anything like that in a while?
Yeah, Dan, this doesn't make sense. It's absolutely freezing outside. The last place you want to be is in a batter's box, and this offensive team is driving balls out of the yard.
This is what's crazy about the game of baseball, D-Row. You would think under these conditions it would be all in favor of the pitchers. That has been anything but the case so far in this one.
Richard Blyer enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. So now to the plate, Christian Vasquez. Hit hard back up the middle. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
The center fielder, number 33, Larry Bird.
Stepping in now, Larry Bird. A bouncer up the middle. Reined in. And he'll just step on second for the force, and that'll do it for this half inning. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. It's the Red Sox 12 and the Orioles 3. And now the designated hitter for the Orioles, Rafael Palmeiro, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point, but these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
The 2-1. Here's a fly ball, well hit.
Giving chase is Benintendi.
He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting, right fielder, Gary Tippy.
Coming to the plate now, Terry Tiffy. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Williams is there, and folks are starting to head for the exits now. 2 gone here in the 9th.
Now batting, center fielder, Mason Williams.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Mason Williams. He went deep last time up. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
Baltimore down to their final strike. Hard liner to center field, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So a great job on a 1-2 pitch to keep the inning alive. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a knock.
Into the box now, Felix Pie. Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Yeah, and sometimes you just need a guy to go out there and battle. It doesn't have to be pretty all the time, but just good enough to get the job done. Well, this guy, he was a heck of a lot better than that, going the entire 9 innings, saving his bullpen, and getting the win.
12-3 is the way this one ends. The Boston Red Sox cash in with 21 hits en route to victory. Manuel Diaz gets the win on the mound, his first of the year, turning in a very strong complete game effort. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.